Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for coming. So we're just going to start, as we always do, with that wonderful opportunity of just sending love and gratitude to our beloved Earth, especially that life that serves us. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance, from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. It's just lovely to think that every blade of grass, every leaf, it receives that lovely feeling of gratitude, because as we ask, we know the Ascended Masters and the great beloved legions of angels, they assist in sending that light. So it's just so lovely. And I was thinking now, who would like to do the beloved Jeanette? How's your have you got a mic, beloved? Can you read for us?
Oh yes, I'm here. I'm on my phone.
Thank you.
I can read it. Thank you. Okay. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy light and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. Life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Katumi, I ask for your healing and your capacity. Use this instruction for glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of inner instruction. Thank you.
Lovely. Bless your heart. Thank you so much. Thank beloved Lord Kathumi. All right, so we've got actually Gary recorded his, and beloved Terry, who's also away. Gary's not away, but Terry's visiting family, so she did a reading and she recorded it. So it's just lovely. Thank you both so much. So we've got the beloved great divine director, and it's just profound. I just love this. In fact, I remember I made a video of this years ago because it was just such amazing words, and Gary's reads them so beautifully. Thank you. And then I thought we would, this is from beloved Alice, ADK Look, and it's just an excerpt on the important lessons from the life of Jesus. It's just so lovely. It's just one of my very favorite books. And then we've got Lady Lunara from Terry. And then I'm going to read again, because I thought I didn't read it really well enough last week. So I just wanted to read it again. It's such a beautiful piece from the great Goddess of Liberty. So I hope I read it better this week. Anyway, and then beloved Antoinette will take us through our decrees, which, as we know, are so very important. So we're going to start off with Gary reading from the Beloved Great Divine Director.
The Beloved Great Divine Director. I Am Discourses, Volume 8, Discourse 4. Children of the light of the one great Father, the mighty I Am Presence, how fortunate you are after long, long centuries of your pilgrimage upon earth in various embodiments similar to this, always reaching out through the heart. Yet the intellect has been constantly refusing the feeling, the action of the heart, having forgotten completely that the heart was the place of divine action. It is true today as it was in the beginning, because your mighty I Am Presence is anchored in your heart. It makes your physical heart, the heart of the mighty I Am Presence, in action. As you come to know that your presence is above you, then giving it your attention, it brings into your outer world of activity the power of your presence, whose anchorage in the octave of human life is in your physical heart. Will you be kind enough, precious ones, to hold that thought and feel it earnestly, because it is my desire to do a definite work, while these words are being voiced to you. As you know, I came at beloved Saint Germain's request to assist the people of the earth. I came forth from my home in the light, after having rendered the service in India, as described in the Magic Presence. Editor note, he was a great master in the ashram of India that took on the physical body and gave Jesus his mission statement, I am the resurrection and the life. Saint Germain, after working for so many centuries for mankind, determined to try to awaken people again. Every time he would raise them to a certain point, rebellion in the human feeling at the discipline required for the release of the mighty energy from their own God presence swing them aside. In our discussions, we had to decide what was the most powerful means by which this assistance could be given mankind. I said to him, I am willing to try with you and make an effort to release the light within enough of mankind so that the people may have the blessings which it holds for them. The light in your body comes from your beloved mighty I Am Presence and nowhere else. The persons who do not believe the I Am Presence is there, as described in this chart, will remain in their chains. No one may say they shall not do so if they wish. That is within the choice of the individual, but I tell you, never in the history of earth has there been such a tremendous release of light and energy to bless mankind as it is coming forth at this time. We are not compelling humanity to accept and use this, but we can and do give it forth with greater and greater release of power and energy as the students' attention to their mighty I Am Presence prepares them for it. If they will feel the direction given, there is not a thing in the world which can prevent their freedom, success, and their ascension. I want you to realize tonight, if you will, precious ones, there is no time in human life and experience when mankind has not been guarded by those great ascended beings and the great cosmic beings. Otherwise, mankind would not exist today, because of the accumulation of discordant creations which the people have drawn into the atmosphere of earth. Their accumulated discord is the so-called astral and psychic world. In it, there is nothing but destructive qualities generated and brought forth by mankind through the countless centuries, ever since mankind turned away from the acknowledgement of each one's mighty I Am Presence, and that is many, many centuries ago. On December 2nd, 1939, the Ascended Masters finished consuming astral or psychic plane over the United States of America, and they removed all the discarnates over America at the same time. I would not care to even draw your attention to the length of time, but today, for the first time in the history of the earth, there has been released this knowledge of the ascended masters in its minutest detail. So mankind, if the people will take advantage of this, through their calls to the presence, can free themselves wholly and completely. By the use of the violet consuming flame, they can release themselves from every discordant thing which they have ever drawn about them. The individual who is foolish enough not to wish to use the violet consuming flame will remain in his chains and limitations. Without the use of it, you cannot free yourself from your own creations. So far as being harmful is concerned, that is positively foolish. For the reason the human cannot produce the violet consuming flame. Your presence, who is all perfection, is the only one, aside from the ascended masters, who can produce that violet consuming flame. At your call, the presence rushes it through your body and through your world of activity and creations, dissolving all discordant creations from you and your world. That is the way. It sets you free and is the means by which you can, through the assistance of your presence and the call of the ascended masters, so purify your body, the presence can enable you to make that ascension. The use of the tube of light about you is imperative today. If you wish to move in your world untouched by the discordant human creation about you, it is the only way you can do it.
Marvelous. Thank you, beloved Gary. And now we've got this wonderful video from Alice. Just beautiful. The man went and told the Jews who had found fault because the healing was done on a Sabbath, that it was Jesus who had healed him. For this Jesus was persecuted, and also because he called God the I Am Presence, Father, which would make him equal to God. He said his Father God works all the time. Supposing God took a day off, we would have no light, no energy from the sun. Things would not grow, the beings of the elements would not take care of things, and even our bodies would not function. Jesus told them those who heard his word and believed on him, the I Am Presence, who had sent him, would have everlasting life. At the pool, Jesus healed only one out of the many who had come for healing. This shows he did not heal everyone needing it. Why not? Because the law of their own being did not permit it, and the judge of such things is each one's own Christ self. Evidently, they had not yet learned the lesson they needed to learn from their illness. Jesus knew that, since he was attuned to the Christ consciousness. For those whom it was permitted or possible, the Christ self made him know through his own Christ self. On a Sabbath, as they passed through a field of grain, the disciples, being hungry, plucked some grain and ate it. Some Pharisees saw them and asked Jesus why they did that, which was not lawful on the Sabbath. This was according to human concepts and not divine law. Since everyone eats on the Sabbath as well as on other days, there was nothing unlawful about it, as the Sabbath was made for and by man, and not man for the Sabbath. Jesus was master, authority, Lord or law over the Sabbath, as well as other human beings. On another Sabbath, he entered the synagogue, where a man was with a withered hand. Jesus was aware of the Pharisee and scribes watching for opportunities to accuse him. They asked him if it was lawful to cure on the Sabbath. So he asked them which was lawful, to do good or evil on the Sabbath, to save life or destroy it. He then healed the man's hand and asked him to stretch it forth. It was completely restored, but the others took offense because he did it on the Sabbath. They discussed what to do and began planning how they might do away with him. Jesus used common sense about everything and was not subject to fanatical ideas from priests and those who were following the letter of the law, as did the Pharisees, instead of the spirit of the law. So when a thing or service was to be done, he did it. He was also accused of his works being performed by the devil. Jesus went to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and his disciples followed him. On the Sabbath he taught in the synagogue. Many who heard him were astonished. Jesus did not say to everyone who went along with him, "Follow me," but only to certain ones. This was because he knew from within, through the Christ consciousness, which ones were ready and meant to do so. When one has attained Christ consciousness as he had, that is easily and readily determined, because the Christ self of everyone is one in action. Some people were in embodiment for the purpose of serving with Jesus and were looking for it, but missed it because of certain human qualities being too prominent. Such was the case with Saul of Tarsus. Many were called, although did not hear, did not recognize it, or were not willing to or could not give the obedience to take the discipline because of their human accumulation. Some of these are in embodiment again and are still searching and waiting, expecting to be called, but are missing the opportunity of this cycle also. Even though they get new age consciousness, they want to fit the new ideas into the old and go along with their own groove, the same as before, instead of doing that which is essential and necessary at this time, as the Ascended Masters have pointed out. So they miss their calling. Some say they want to serve the light, yet they want to do it their way, but they do not give the necessary cooperation, but they are willing to be confined to a job or position. Then why not be willing to do that much for the light? Just serving the human way of life constructively is not what is meant by serving the light. One can do that in many ways and yet not do that which he came into embodiment to do to fulfill his divine plan. People usually have a self-righteous feeling about it, and it gives rise to self-justification for what they are doing. Most responses are backed by human aims instead of purely for the light. It takes a lot of conditioning of those inner bodies to get to the point of really serving the light. The intellect may be willing, but there is resistance and obstruction in the feeling, much of the time unknown to the individual. Marvelous, bless our beloved Jesus. Goodness me. All right, so now we're going to listen to Terry, and it's a Shambhala letter. It's from the Bridge to Spiritual Freedom, and it's beloved for Lady Lunara, who we know is the divine complement of mighty Neptune, and they are the directors of the water elementals. And it's just lovely. It's like an end of year letter. So I thank you, and thank you, beloved Terry, for sending it through.
The Shambhala Letter from the Bridge to Spiritual Freedom. Beloved Lady Lunara speaks. I greet you, bringing the beauty of the new year, which is sending forth its glorious radiation of hope to the peoples of this planet. Hope, that mighty virtue carrying stimulation which is necessary to accelerate man's progress in the light. I have come because I have received a heart plea from a Chela for assistance. You will note I have said from a Chela, which of course denotes one life stream, and I welcome this opportunity to bathe all of you in the soothing essence of the water element, which flows constantly from my being. I am sometimes referred to as the man in the moon. Yes, I do embody the powerful activity of the masculine ray. Even more powerful is my privileged service of the feminine ray reflected in the emotional world of man. My purpose today is to ask your assistance as I direct your attention to the emotional disturbances which are rampant on Earth due to the contagion of hysteria being released in various parts of this planet through the agitation of throngs of individuals caught in the negative radiation, which spreads in short order and tumult of the masses results. And the outer demonstration is but a minor outpicturing of what is going on in the individual worlds of the participants. Here is one avenue through which I can assist in quelling the disturbances that are outpicturing. Even one Chela who can remain poised, calm in the serenity of divinity, can provide the magnet, the energy required to give assistance in the manner of the Master Jesus in the statement, "Peace, be still." Of course, the deeper meaning is the realization that one can demonstrate what it means to be a peace-commanding presence. Silently, without any fanfare, you can be such a one, for your consciousness is being raised through your individual efforts into the higher vibratory rate of the Christ. To return to the specific activity of changing the negative into the positive, you realize that the United States of America is the heart center of this planet, and when strikes back at the giver of love and goes into a frenzy of attack on that heart, it can result in very serious conditions manifesting. I shall not delve on the negative action further, for you know what is transpiring in various sections of this earth, and why it is so necessary for us to emphasize the calling forth of the flame of God illumination for all mankind, a state of consciousness which you are now capable of demonstrating. Speaking of your own vehicles and how the water element cleanses both the inner and outer vehicles, remember the very undines that render this service are kin to the entire water element, that vast activity under the direction of mighty Neptune and myself. Have you ever contemplated why beloved Neptune in so many instances is depicted holding a trident, which of course represents the balancing activity of love through wisdom and expressed by the power of reality? O children, contemplate and realize the oneness of reality, the knowing that every part of life is God, in no matter what garment it is clothed. I appeal to you to call to us, mighty Neptune and myself, to demand the positive action we can give in calming and purifying the emotional disturbances affecting this planet, who in their insidious ways affect the well-meaning peoples of this earth who are drawn into the malicious forces of agitation. Steer your forward course in the safety of the consciousness of reality and be an example of the true expression of the divine principle of life. I lovingly leave you with a lesson contained in the Code of Conduct for a disciple of the Holy Spirit. Stir not a brother's sea of emotion, thoughtlessly or deliberately. Know that the storm which thou placest his spirit will sooner or later flow upon the banks of thine own life stream. Rather bring tranquility to life, and be, as the psalmist so ably puts it, oil on the troubled waters. Enfolding you each, dear one, in the all-encompassing love of my being, I am the light of the moon. Lunara.
Ah, lovely. Thank you, beloved Terry, for reading that so beautifully. And what a lovely message, I think, for towards the end of the year. Just lovely, always to try and be that oil over the troubled water. Okay, this is from the 7, as we know, it's the 7 sacred weeks now, and it's such a, really powerful time to, when the Ascended Masters add so much of their energy, the extra energy that we get during these 7 weeks. And this was compiled by Morgan Le Fay, and it's instruction from beloved Serapis Bey. And this is what it is. He says, Ascension happens when you expand the light in your 4 lower bodies to the point that you are naturally attracted into your electronic body, which is our I Am Presence, and know that it is possible to achieve it without having to go through the change called death, just as Jesus showed us. Naturally, as you raise your outer self into your higher mental body, the human in you will be completely transmuted into the divine, and as your flesh will become radiant light. But if you continue this conscious training through your work protocol, just like Master Jesus, you will acquire perfect mastery over your atomic structure. Even after experiencing the resurrection, you will be able to lower your vibrational vibrational frequency, becoming visible to act in this world whenever you want or need to. My children, only when you acquire control over the four earthly bodies, over your four earthly bodies and energies, can you come and go at will from this sphere to higher spheres or vice versa. This is a great achievement, and know that many students have accepted their ascension without acquiring this mastery, and therefore they can only serve the ascended hosts in higher spheres, but cannot act directly in this human octave unless they receive help from an ascended master, from ascended masters who have achieved this dominion. This victory needs to be achieved while you are still incarnated, as you need to consciously raise your atomic structure into your higher mental body. And it is not possible to acquire this mastery without a flesh vehicle. Therefore, I want you to know that you are being immensely privileged by this training that you are receiving. And if you trust it and continue committed work to this, and continue committed to work to this work, nothing and no one in this world can interfere with your victory. So I thought it's just a good thing for us to be reminded that, just like Jesus said, you will do what I have done and greater things still. And so, so many of us, I think we don't have that power, but with our iron presence, we do. So we need to start practicing. All right. So this is a lovely, or as we do every week, this wonderful opportunity to assist our beloved brothers and sisters that have left their physical bodies and caught in the psychic and astral realm. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be drawn into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so that when they are summoned for re-embodiment by the lords of karma, they bring into incarnation only a heritage of perfection, and carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We accept this done now with full cosmic power, and so be it, beloved I am, and we thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for those violet flame temples, beloved Saint Germain. And now we're going to listen to this before we do our animal decree. It's just charming. I loved it. It was these two young zebra and a young rhino that had obviously been saved. I'm not sure whether it was in South Africa or was definitely in Africa somewhere in the south. So, but it's just this lovely story. So I hope you enjoy it. Sweet, just so lovely. I just love that. It was really just such a lovely friendship they had. So now we're going to say our decree for our beloved animal friends, and also not to forget, as we do say every week, all the insects and the reptiles too, they all need our calls. So we say together, beloved, I am presence of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort to the animal kingdom. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Thank you. Thank you for answering our calls. Now I'm going to read again, Goddess of Liberty. And it's just such a lovely one. I really wanted to read it again. And then we actually, I changed the song out. The one I sent out in the beginning on the email was Amazing Grace. But I thought this one was actually lovely. It's more Christmassy. And it was by these three siblings. It's just lovely. They call themselves Life in 3D, and they sing beautifully. Anyway, here is the beloved Goddess of Liberty speaking. She says, children walking the way of earth, I am liberty, liberty of thought, of feeling, of word, and of action, liberty to be the fullness of your God self embodied, liberty to release through that God self anything and everything that will be a benediction to you and your fellow men. I am not bound by flesh. Cosmic spheres are my activity of service. Yet to anyone who desires liberty, there I am. I am that flame within your hearts, liberating those powers that have lain dormant until expanding through you, they can and will do the same so-called miracles performed by beloved Jesus in his day. Liberty, beloved ones, is a most glorious gift. Liberty, when used wisely, allows the soul purified to become humble and the spirit to expand to greatness until all are free. I place in your hands my gift of liberty. As I took the hand of your beloved Saint Germain when he passed through the change called death into the Ascension, and I offered him all the strength of my life stream to help to bring first political liberty and then spiritual liberty to the peoples of the earth. So I give my hand to you now, even though you are not ready for that change, walking with your hand in mine to bring liberty in this generation, liberty to all that are bound. Thank God that you do not see all that are in bondage, but yet in your cause impersonally for all life, make it for the liberty and freedom, not only of elementals and human beings and imprisoned angels, but liberty and freedom from all the structure of this earth. This earth was so beautiful ages ago, and that liberty of the essence and substance that has been misqualified by human creation can come about at your call. You can liberate from within a glass all of the substance that has been charged into it by everyone who has drunk from it. And then this is a note. This is true of all misqualified energy everywhere and in everything. So we know we can literally change the substance when we call to our mighty I Am presence. Then you can fill the glass with ordinary water and charge it with whatever quality and power that is required, whether it be faith, illumination, or love, or truth, consecration, or peace, or the power of the sacred fire of the violet ray. Use that now. For thousands of years, the Orthodox churches have used the communion, and they have accepted in their feelings that peace after they have taken that communion. Now there is no need for a mediator between you and your great God presence, I am. Where there is a requirement for health, there is always handy the primal substance of water. Charge it with the quality required and give it to the individual, remembering not to tell them what you have done, and the service can be rendered, and you can render it for yourself. It takes you very little time to charge the 7 activities of the rays into a glass of water, and you have a rainbow parfait. It can be done. It can be done by others.
I love that rainbow parfait.
Okay, so now we're going to listen to this. I just thought it was lovely, and I hope you enjoy it too. Life in 3D by these three siblings. They're absolutely lovely.
O holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night divine. Chains shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us praise his holy name. Christ is the Lord. Let ever praise we. Noel, Noel, oh
Just lovely. Oh, they were just so brilliant and sang that beautiful song so beautifully with so much feeling. Oh, I just so enjoyed them. I think they're lovely and their parents must be so proud of them. Just anyway, so just a reminder again that during this 7 sacred weeks, this is what the beloved Mahachohan says. So as this season is most advantageous for our spiritual harvest, we press into the 7-week period all the light that the cosmic law will allow by the upreaching of mankind's thought and feeling to the octave of celestial giving. Therefore, the intensification of the calls and invocations of the students at this time doubles and trebles our opportunities to give. So let us take every advantage. And with that said, we're going to hand it over to beloved Antoinette, who always fills us with that marvelous feeling. Thank you, beloved Ant.
Thank you, Anthea, and thank you to those beloved siblings for those glorious songs, that beautiful song. I just love these Christmas songs. I think they're just so stirring and so heart-opening. I think they're all part of the celestial stardust that's just raining down on our earth in this wonderful Christmas season. And we know that it's just expanding the light, and it doubles and trebles our calls, those calls that we are now going to make for the purification of our earth and the freedom of all life on her. So together, with our attention on our mighty beloved I Am Presence, we say together, Mighty I Am Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source, so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our decree for protection. Beloved mighty I Am Presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful that we are given whatever added protection is needed, and what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. And we just take a moment to see and feel, visualize this pillar of light, blue and crystal pillar of light, impenetrable, surrounding each and every one of us, around our loved ones, our families and friends, around this entire group, around all those across the face of the earth, standing up for truth, freedom, and justice for all life on this earth. God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. We thank you. Our violet fire decree. Mighty I Am Presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light, awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I Am Presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence, charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. And here's our call to beloved Goddess of Liberty, beloved cosmic I Am Presence, and great Goddess of Liberty. Direct the cosmic light of liberty as of 1,000 suns into the cause and core of anything attempting to delay the divine plan of the Great White Brotherhood for the earth's eternal freedom and release us from all tyranny here and now. We thank you. So be it, beloved I Am. We thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. So be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I Am, we thank you. Now, as we make this call, we call to beloved mighty victory to enfold us in his luminous presence, to fill every cell of our bodies with that feeling, that ascended master feeling of victorious accomplishment. We say together, I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I Am, we thank you. Now we end off after this wonderful time together with that mighty call, that focus on love, the call to the secret love star, that mighty focus of cosmic divine love from the great central sun shining in the heavens for this 2,000-year period, that supreme light that cannot be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. So by the power of our I Am Presence, we say to all human creation, all misqualified thoughts, feelings, and actions, you have no power. Your end has come. And we invoke the pink and golden rays of the secret love star. We command that they go forth and that they flood all life on this earth in the substance from the secret love star. The substance that pushes out all imperfection, all limitation, all division or disharmony of any kind, and fills every cell, atom, and electron of our four earthly bodies with feelings of love and adoration, with peace and harmony, with gratitude and reverence for life, with kindness and tolerance, with charity, with grace and goodwill, with that feeling of unity, pure divine love, Saint Germain's holy family. Beloved secret love star, make each and every one of us a living sun of pure divine love, each one radiating centers of pure divine love in our home, our family, our community, our country, all the nations of the world, and the entire nature kingdom, till our earth is just ablaze with cosmic divine love from the secret love star. And we send our love and gratitude to all the beings invoked, to all the beings of light who maintain and sustain this focus of love. And we give deep gratitude for this opportunity to add our light to these calls. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, beloved Antoinette. Just absolutely marvelous. Oh, just such a wonderful opportunity to call in that light from the secret love star and all those other mighty rays. And now I'm just thinking who might like to read the closing invocation. And I just think here, Delia, beloved, how's your internet? Is it? Can you read it today?
Hello, Anthea. Yes, it's fine. If you can hear me.
A little bit louder. That's good. Thank you.
Okay. Beloved, I am presence and beloved Master Kathumi. Nourish the seeds. Oh, something's changed here.
Sorry, start again.
Okay. Closing invocation. Beloved, I am presence and beloved Master Kathumi. Nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Thank you so much. Sorry, I don't know how that slipped off, but anyway. Oh, bless you. Thank you, beloved Delia. Okay, so that's it. Let's just finish off with a moment of gratitude. Just gratitude to the great ascended ones, our I Am Presence, the angels, the elementals, and just all life and our opportunities to call in the light and to learn in this lower realm. Just thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay, marvelous. I'm going to, we can stop the share and feel free to open your videos. But I'm going to turn the light off there. Thank you. Turn that off.
Don't forget to stop the recording, beloved.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, thank you. Stop recording.